a cold one. Somebody's
it was a
ready.
soda.
That's not a soda. All
It's
right, all right, guys. Episode 11. We made it. Good lord, I didn't even think we were gonna make it to episode 10 of the Old Jerks podcast. We're still going. If hopefully another 1.5 episodes, we could keep going. Yeah, let's start this show. We have a lot to talk about, man. But before we get started, I want to check in with the bros. I want to check in with my buds. I'm Frank. Jason, how you doing, man?
I'm all right, man.
Oh,
Another
good.
day.
Oh, good lord. He's like, oh, I'm all right. Yeah, everything good, man. You still doing DoorDash or Grubhub or whatever the fuck it's called?
Pornhub,
Pornhub. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. RedTube.
RedTube.
I'm still doing it. Yeah.
I finally after a month of not doing it, I finally went out on a Sunday night and I turned on Grubhub and Uber Eats and I started doing a bunch of Uber Eats orders and I completely forgot that Grubhub was literally on the whole night and I never got one order from Grubhub. I went out driving for 3 hours, never got a request. The only reason
This Sunday,
yeah,
yeah,
Sunday
go
was
ahead.
pretty interesting. Yeah, yeah, I went to go turn off. I'm like, oh, that was a good night of Uber. I got stuck in Mesa. I was like, oh, that's a good night for Uber, man. That's good. I closed out Uber, and then I realized Uber Eats, and I realized that Grubba was running the whole goddamn. I was like, no wonder my battery was dying. I was like, my battery's really draining really quick. I had two freaking apps open, and that's how dead Grubhub is right now, dude. I've never had it like that ever before, and I actually prefer to do Grubhub over Uber Eats because Uber Eats can screw you over on some of these. I'm sorry. How was your experience, Jason?
Sunday, I started early and it was really slow, so I gave up early. But I
Oh
guess you did
wow.
it in the evening,
I
so
yeah I started right out of the I had no plans. I'm like, oh, I got gas in the car. Gas is not as expensive as it used to be. Let me drive around, and I got stuck in a 4 mile radius in North Mesa, and it was fantastic. And it's apparently I was the only one in that area because I was hitting up like Taco Bell 5 times and and like a Wendy's a couple times. Like, oh, that's interesting. You're the only one I've seen tonight. I usually see a few of you guys pass through. I'm like, holy shit. I guess I'm the only one. So yeah, a bunch of
well,
stoners that night.
uh, I'm not gonna do Grubhub again because as soon as
Whoa.
I tried Grubhub, actually, I don't know. Do you ever do the whole scheduling thing, or you just go?
Nah,
Do
nah,
you ever do,
nah. I go
see?
online. I go online.
So I tried the whole scheduling thing and all that when I was on the schedule, and I didn't make it in time to Soloski's.
Oh yeah.
It got my order got rip. It said, "Hey, you're not updating enough or whatever. We gave your order to somebody else." I'm like, I just barely started this order, so that pissed me off. And it says, "Oh yeah, if you keep doing stuff like this, you could be terminated." I'm like, okay, well then, fuck you, Grubhub.
Oh my god. Yeah, so here's the thing. Yeah, Grubhub used to be great. I started off with Grubhub. I'm like, man, I was making 100 plus a night. Man, this is fantastic for extra money. And all of a sudden, nothing. So I don't know if they don't like me. I'm not cool enough. But Uber Eats is, I guess, I was getting nonstop orders from Uber Eats, man. I don't like Uber Eats too much, but because they could literally make you go pick up two orders for like $7 and like make you run all over the place. Thankfully, I didn't run.
So like,
Yeah.
so pick up like one location, and then you have to go to two different places, and they pay you
Or
for one.
or make you pick up two different restaurants to two different locations and basically pay you like one flat rate. And I don't like. And sometimes now I know what to look for, but sometimes you kind of get tricked into it. Like, oh wow, $14
Yeah.
order, $14, awesome, swipe, let's take it. And it's like. I sometimes had three orders. I had to go three different restaurants, by the end of that order, you're basically getting paid $14 for about an hour's work.
You
And
got to look at
yeah,
you got to look at the number
yeah.
next to the orders when they
I
pop
I
up. I'm
realized that I
I'm
realized that Sunday. I'm like, holy shit, there's a number right there, and I was declining anything over. I was just getting ones. Anything, nothing more than 4 or 5 miles. I didn't want to go to Chandler. I didn't want to go to Phoenix. Mesa was the place to be.
So how I do is this. for one, I don't fuck around with $1, $2, $3 moves
Oh,
because
hell
I've
no.
done that before
Hell
for the hell of it, and you're
No.
waiting there forever.
Yeah.
Two, I try to have the mindset of those fucking carriers. $1 a mile,
Yeah.
and
And you had an accent too. Well, think about that too. You had, my friend.
my friend,
My friend.
I will do $1 a mile. If you think about it, it's really no different from what we do, except so what they're doing is this in Uber, and I've noticed this too. If you decline an order, sometimes that order will come back but more expensive. It's a bid they're putting in to see who's going to grab that bid.
Yeah.
And I like that, because if you're not a cheap bastard and you just say no to it, and hopefully some other idiot doesn't grab it, it come back asking someone
Yeah.
to take this for more money.
Yeah, it's a whole mess, and I think I'm just gonna stick with weekends now. I tried to do the same thing on Monday, and it was absolutely dead on both. Uber Eats was still popping, but they were trying to send me like 10 to 15 miles out of my way, and I was like, no, I'm okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and get off this app. This is kind of lame. But yeah, go ahead.
Well, sorry, no, I just think that now I'm going to try to find another nighttime full-time job.
I think I'm just gonna sell my body. I think at the end of the day, I'm just gonna. I think I think I'll get more money doing that way at least.
Well, this is what I think I'm about doing though.
Here we go.
Because I'm trying to get something going,
Mhm.
but I was thinking about it because I just want to make some damn money right now.
Yeah,
So you got
yeah.
you got the whole Walmart thing at night, the night shift, the stocking. This is an idea.
Oh, thinking
I
about
wanna
it,
do-
huh? Thinking about it, huh? Okay.
I
All
mean,
right.
so you do 10 to 7.
Are
this
you
could be
Are you
horrible.
are you gonna do what I think you're trying to do? Are you gonna work your main job and then basically take a nap and then go work a second job full like 10 to 7?
Then you get back in time enough to do the 7:30 to 4:30 shift, and then use your weekends to kind of recoup.
Cars.
It's a fight right now, and
Jason.
yeah,
Jason.
yeah. I mean,
It's bad. But Kane, how you doing, man? Hey, whoa, before we start, nobody make any sudden movements. Nobody scare Kane. Nobody like surprise him all of a sudden. He's fragile right now. Kane,
My heart.
Kane, what the fuck? I go on vacation for a week, and fucking Kane his heart decides to blow up or whatever. What is happening over there, man? Is it the altitude or something in New Jersey? What's going on, man? I thought the water was good over there or some shit.
I was missing being on the show. I was missing
Yeah,
the podcast.
you had withdrawals. You're like, hey.
I'm looking at all these comments, and it's just a joke. And I see people like, "Get well, Kane. Do better, Kane." I really wanted to get on there, but I didn't want people attacking me. I want to be like, "I hope you fucking die, Kane."
Well, no, I
would've thought it was funny.
I messaged Kane. I'm like, you better not fucking die, dude. Jason does a horrible John Woo impression. We need somebody to do the John Woo impression. We can't really do that if you're fucking dead. Come on now.
Yeah.
All right, Kane. All right, what the fuck? Okay, so is this something? What's going on, man? Is this our memorial? Do I have to put a RIP? What's going on, Kane? Do we have to be worried? I mean, you look fine. I mean, you're a little blurrier than usual, but I don't think that's your heart condition.
I think I think things are good. I was having weird chest pains, and I just happened to have a doctor's appointment, and they said, "Well, we're going to do an EKG," and then they said, "Your heart's pumping."
Bend over,
harder
sir.
than normal.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
The doctor was like, "Let me check your heart. Bend over and cough." Wait a minute, that's not how you check your heartbeat. Okay, so yeah, so they did an EKG. I'll talk about my experience. Go ahead.
Yeah, so they were basically like, your heart's pumping harder than normal, than it should be, and the doctor was like, in my personal opinion, you're not having a heart attack, but it still falls under the symptoms of something to be concerned about. So maybe go to the ER and get checked out. So that's what I did. And then the ER did an EKG, and they did blood work and X-ray. I was there all day, like late into the night. They did all that stuff again, checked it again. They're like, all right, well, it's normal. The first reading was normal and the second one was normal, so you're okay. And they said, but you should still go to a cardiologist, get checked out.
Do they tuck your balls into your butthole?
That's how they
Yes,
they
that's
actually
exactly what they do.
that's how they determine if you have a heart problem is the size of your penis. Really, it's like
Oh yeah, yeah.
you need to go.
You have a little heart problem.
Well, I'm glad you're okay, man. Like I said, the doctor was like, "Are you having podcast withdrawals? Is that what's going? Is that what's going? All right, so
Yep.
I don't know if it's an age thing or whatever, but about remember I think I was messaging you like remember I was having like chest pains and shit. Like this is months ago. And I was like, oh, fucking A, here we go. I'm a fucking, I have a heart
big
problem here. Yeah, I was having like, I was like, oh, fuck, chest pains. I'm like, tightness. I'm like, oh, God, here we go. I didn't even make it a 40 yet. So I was having like these fucking panic attacks out of the fucking blue, dude. And I didn't know what was going on. I was like, fuck, dude. And my sister's she works she's like a medic and she was ambulance driver, all that shit. So she's like, I don't know, you got to go to the doctor. I'm like, well, thanks, you. God damn it. I was giving her all the symptoms, like, yeah, that sounds like heart problems. I'm like, cool. So I go to the ER, and thankfully there's you know how we have the main ERs around here, like the big ones in Mesa and Gilbert and all that. Apparently there's offshoot ones that are smaller and nobody knows about. And I went to one of those, and instead of waiting a whole day, I would think I was in and out in about half an hour. That's literally, I was like, what? I'm pretty sure they still charge the same. But yeah, I go in there, after having have any of you experienced heart palpitations, Kane? Have anybody? Yeah, it's fucking weird, dude. It's like like your heart's beating, like it's just odd. It's like it's like beating really like different. So I go in and I'm like, here we go. They're probably gonna operate right here, right there in the fucking lobby. They're not even gonna. Yeah, they're just gonna start fucking cutting open. The doctor comes in and he's like, man, your heart looks beautiful. I'm like, what the fuck? After they did the EKG, took chest X-rays, they did blood work, and he's like, wow, that's beautiful. What's the problem? I'm like, yeah, you tell me. So the only thing they said is like my blood pressure was pretty high. That's basically. So they're like, your heart looks great over here. So they
too much jerking off.
Yeah, pretty much. So they sent me home. So about a week or two later, I was like, man, something's weird, something's off. And I have a full blown panic attack, like a full blown beat, like my heart's beat. Your Apple Watch is giving you notifications. You ever have that shit? You're like, beep 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 beep. Your heart's hey, we noticed your heart's kind of fucking beating a little too fast while you're not doing anything. It's either you're either masturbating or you're. So I was like,
I had that for COVID.
Yeah, I do remember you sent me pictures. So I was like, fuck, let's go to the goddamn. I had my mom take me to the goddamn ER, same ER. They recognize me, same people. I think they're like they got it. My drink that the usual Mr. EKG did this. Yeah, you look fine. I was like, what the fuck, dude? God damn. He's like, I think you have anxiety. But you know what? Go to the cardiologist. And I went to the cardiologist and did an EKG. He's like, it looks beautiful. I'm like, what is that like a common word that these people say? You're reading, you're everything's, shooting where it's supposed to, everything's firing, running, everything's
shooting where it's supposed to?
Yeah, it's supposed to, everything's firing on cylinders. And
he's like, cylinders?
Yeah, he's like everything looks great. I described him. He's like, you know what? I feel this, and he's like, yeah, I think you.
Cylinder.
Yeah, I think you should get self-help books. I'm like, the fuck is that your official goddamn diagnosis, doctor? You make $1 million a year or some shit, and you're telling me, yeah. So he's like, I'll if you want, man, I'll do a stress test. What the fuck ever, man. Whatever.
A stress test, huh?
Yeah, like a stress test. So basically, I had to go to Phoenix, fucking run on a treadmill for like 20 minutes until I passed out, essentially. And the guy was like, "Oh," he's like, "All right, everything looks normal. We're gonna send this over to the doctor, and they should get a hold of you in a couple days." I'm like, "Cool." And literally, 45 minutes later, I get a phone call from the cardiologist, and it's the nurse. He's like, "Yeah, the doctor says you look good." I was like, because you almost want to know that there's a problem, so you know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, there is a problem. How do we do to fix it or whatever? And so I'm sitting there. I'm like, after all this, because you wait all this time, you get anxious and all that, and just the anxious, being anxious and waiting. Yeah, you're sweating and you're naked all the time. So I'm sitting there. She's like, yeah, the doctor says we got your results. You're fine. So I'm like, nothing's wrong with me. She's like, well, besides your heart, nothing is wrong with you. She's like, other things that's obviously not our department. So I was like, what the hell, man? So it's crazy because that's something that hit me at like 39. It hasn't really, shit like that hasn't happened to me like when I was younger or last year or some shit. It's just crazy how, I don't know if it's because maybe we're living in some crazy times, you know what I'm saying, like COVID, and we were all working from home, maybe being enclosed all fucking day may have not been the best, for your mental health or whatever. But I started hitting the gym hard, man, and that seemed to help. I still have it here and then. They're like, the doctor's like, the last thing we want to do for you is put you on anxiety meds, because that messes you up. So we're trying to avoid that. So I know, I don't know if you guys are on anxiety meds. I know Jason is on some type of meds. But yeah, I mean, what's going on with you, Ken? Are you taking meds? Did they give you all this shit? Beta blockers? What's going on, man?
They're still determining what's going on. Actually, I forgot to mention one thing they said, it's probably GERD.
The fuck
probably gastro.
Isn't that the band that they dress up? Isn't that the heavy metal band?
Gore.
Yeah, you have Gore. What?
It's gastroesophageal reflux.
We got the
disease.
We got the results.
Eat oranges.
Yeah, we got the results. It turns out you're an asshole. Like, come on, doctor. What's
So
going
basically,
on?
so Frank, when you were on the treadmill, when you were running on it, did you hear some music in the background? And then did you go into like an airplane going Mach 10?
Yeah, and then I was in a homoerotic movie about naked people on playing volleyball. Top Gun.
I'm just surprised that the doctor was like, your heart looks great. It looks like it might be anxiety. Can you just do me a favor, Frank? Yes. Stop being a fucking pussy.
That's essentially what the guy was getting to. He's like, I don't know what to tell you. He's like, well, no, like sometimes my
stop being low, bitch. Stop being low, pussy.
Like sometimes my heart beats. I feel like it beats harder than it needs to. He's like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, I even pointed. He's like, look. I'm like, look, it's beating. It's like, yeah, your heart's doing what it's supposed to do. It's beating. I'm like, the fuck, man.
Yeah.
Do I need to go to a different fucking doctor? It's like some of these guys didn't even give a shit, man. He's like, you should be lucky because the last person I plugged in a EKG to, it didn't look as good as yours. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Was he white? Is he a white doctor?
No, he was an Asian dude. He was Kane. His name was Kane. He's but yeah, no, I mean, I feel fine. I lost like 75 pounds. I feel better than ever. I guess anxiety is kind of something that at some point happens to people. Eventually, I'm sure Jason has had anxiety. Kane probably has anxiety. But essentially the doctors nowadays basically tell you to just stop being a pussy. Essentially, is what they tell you. Yeah. They're like, don't even worry. And
we're going back to the old days.
Yeah. Where
America is great again.
Yeah. Guys. The best healthcare in the world is America. They've essentially they push you out the fucking door as fast as you got, as fast as they can.
They're like this. Hey, I need you to leave real quick. Go in your car and die in that.
Yeah. Don't die. Please don't die in here. Go die in your car.
We don't want to clean it up.
But no. I mean, hopefully everything works out with you, Kane. It sounds like it's like passed down, right, or some shit. Like it's like maybe hereditary, or
My all of my siblings have high cholesterol. That's something I inherited from my mom, so high cholesterol is awesome. But yeah,
I think you're gonna die, Kane. Just want to let you know.
Oh, come on, no, not yet. Not until not until we get to at least episode 20, please. Not until we get to syndication for QAnon Plus. QAnon Plus for $4.99 a month. You could listen to our show at 12:15 a.m. QAnon Plus.
Well, this is what happens when you keep eating too many hot wings. You fuckers go to the hospital. I'm actually fine. So
That's the thing. Like I wasn't even all about that, man. I think the anxiety, because they say anxiety mimics heart problems, heart attacks. Panic attack essentially is your body telling you, oh hey, you know that people always confuse it with heart attacks. So that's what I was having. I haven't really had a full blown one ever since. Maybe because of changing my diet or something like that, or you know.
you stop eating menudo.
I did. No, but sometimes I do splurge, man. I do have a taco here or there once in a while. But but Kane, are you gonna change your diet? You know, what's going on, man? You need to stop being so fat. What's going on over there? I thought New Jersey, you need, gabagoo. You gotta stop. You need to keep away from the Italian restaurants.
Italiano.
Yeah, you need to keep away from the, those delis have this high cholesterol. High cholesterol with those shit. Yeah.
And a pizza.
There's a lot of good delis around here, no lie. A lot sandwiches around.
Well,
here
now you're gonna have to fucking go in and order everything without bread or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Excuse me, do you have a dietary menu? And they'll be like, get the fuck out of here. Oh, how can you? Oh, that's
we just got gabagool. Get out of here.
That's why they're that's why all those Italian shows or Sopranos are all fat and like high. They all have health problems and shit like that.
Well, shit, they're all fucking dying now. All the mob actors are dying now.
They're all dying. Yeah, passed away. Yeah, man. Yeah, Paul Sorvino, which I saw him. I'll never forget. He wore. You remember Repo Man? Remember Repo Man, the opera or whatever?
Genetic Opera?
Yeah, I'll never forget him wearing a dress in that one. Paul Sorvino was in that movie.
Yeah.
He was wearing a dress. But yeah, everybody needs to be healthy. Jason, are you like the healthiest one here? You never had panic attacks,
anxiety attacks, that's about it.
Yeah, so it's essentially I think everybody has it, but that's about it. No high cholesterol or all that stuff. So I guess we gotta just essentially I've been depriving my body of what it loves. I essentially hot wings, burgers, all that stuff. The first couple weeks were pretty tough. You remember Train Spotting when he was going through withdrawals? That was essentially me. I saw the baby too, and it was crawling
on the ceiling.
Essentially that
was spun around.
Yeah, that's what I saw when I was I stopped eating burgers and
yeah. Well, it didn't really make me feel any better. Like I actually went back to the doctor today for a checkup.
Oh, here we go. What's happened? What's the diagnosis?
The nurse taking my blood pressure, she told me she used to be an ER nurse. And she was like, "Oh yeah, that's scary. People these days, they're just having heart attacks younger and younger." She's like, "I'm, what are you? And you're 42." Yeah, I remember a couple, guys came in, a couple cops. They were 40 years old, and one of them didn't make it. He had a heart attack. I'm like, oh shit, this isn't making me feel better. Thank you.
Oh yeah, by the way, you're gonna die.
Well, I mean, if you guys would go to the ERs and shit lately, all I'm gonna say is you're fucked, and it's nice knowing you.
Yeah. No.
At the same time.
Yeah. Well, all I really got was I didn't really get. They told me I was fine, and basically a very expensive hospital bill, even with insurance. Thankfully, I have that Visa. That Visa that card where they put money in it, and so I was able to pay that off. But we were in Canada or UK or something. We didn't even have to worry about it. And the doctors would actually care for you. They would actually do full blown tests and stuff like that. Not like fucking kick you out the door. Be like, yeah, you're being a pussy, you wanker, and then they kick you out.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like this. So it's like you have a great heart. Wait a second. Just to let you know, I checked out your insurance. It shows that you can afford this. So it shows that your heart is great.
Here's the thing. We could save your life, but you're declined. Oh, man.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though, Frank. Here's the thing, though. Yes, doctor. Your heart looks great. only because it's showing you can't afford this.
Yeah,
But your
yeah.
heart actually looks like shit.
yeah.
But if you
Ooh,
can-
sorry.
You can stay and I can fix it.
Yeah.
Can you pay for this? No, doctor, get the fuck out. Go to your car. You're
so,
great.
Yeah, it's been a very interesting. It's been an interesting because I never really had to deal with anxiety before until like a few months ago. So that's very new to me, and I know you got to distinguish what's anxiety and what's all that shit. And it's like, oh, you're fine. Your brain is just fucking with you right now. Essentially, your brain is sending down signals, to your body and fucking with it. So whatever. I just I take 5 melatonins and I just pass out. So I'm good on that one. But yeah, so Kane, you're good. You went to visit the doctor today. Everything good? Or do we expect to see you in episode 12?
Yeah, I should at least make it to episode.
We're
At
gonna
least episode
we're
12.
gonna actually have him stream live at the hospital next time. Sorry, the show must go on, bro. The show must
So-
go on.
By
I'll pre-record
episode
a bunch of
50
responses.
Yeah.
But so you could be like Will Ferrell giving Conan O'Brien shit before he quit his late night show.
Oh, what was
I
that?
see.
I didn't see that part. I didn't see him give shit.
That was funny. He was like, because he kept saying Conan O'Brien always says he's going to quit something
Oh,
and he
yeah,
starts
yeah.
something new.
Yeah, you're right.
You got to watch it.
Yeah, I got you.
But
yeah.
but it's okay. By episode 15, we'll still be recording, aiming the camera at Kane's coffin.
Yeah.
At his grave.
I'm gonna just pre-record a bunch of responses so you guys can have that, and you can put that right next to a.
So basically,
We're gonna feed like one of those AI generators that like make it sound like you. Hey, how's it going, Ken? Hello, I am doing great.
It's like Frank's gonna have a separate keyboard, and
Yeah.
each button's gonna have a certain phrase. One will be and then 2 will be, and then 3 will be.
Yeah, we gotta pre-record a bunch of set. We gotta like bank a bunch of John Woo stuff. I'm John Woo. Oh,
I'm in New Jersey. Forget about it.
I'm still alive.
He
Even though
glitched.
I'm,
He glitched. Ah.
Gabagool.
What was it? Max? Max Headroom.
what you could do is this.
Pep-
now you put
Pepsi,
you in the
pep-
coffin. It'd be nice if like your wife could just keep you in that seat, and we have someone play you as like a dummy. Cut a hole in the back in your head, and then we pace. We have somebody just kind of like, treat you as like one of those puppets. So you
What-
pretend you're like.
I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna tell your wife, hey, do you mind putting this camera so we could stream? We could stream 20. Do we do a live stream?
Yeah. I'll have a camera, installed in my coffin, facing my face.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can just animate it.
yeah.
So did you guys hear about that rapper a few months ago who?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Requested. They had his funeral,
Yeah.
and they had his body.
It was just
propped up
kind of
at
just
the funeral.
It was just kind of he was dead and he was propped up and everybody.
Yeah. I think it had a crown and sunglasses, and there was a DJ next
Yep.
to him, and he was just like,
Yep. That was
Yeah.
an interesting funeral, and that's how we're gonna send you out. We're
That reminds me of that
definitely gonna
one movie with back in the what was it? Back in the days where alcohol was illegal, and it had what's his name
Prohibition.
from who played Bane?
send you.
Bane
Tom
and
Hardy.
Hardy?
Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy. So
Oh,
they
he
basically
was-
that's what they did. They did that in the beginning movie scene where they're dropping off the alcohol and they're all like,
Is that when he was Al Capone?
No, he wasn't Al Capone. He was some other character, and then what's his name for Transformers was the younger brother. But yeah, there's that beginning scene.
Yeah.
A bunch of Daffy Ducks.
What are we talking about? Are we talking about Who Framed Roger Rabbit? What's going on here?
Ducks were in the beginning, and because of that, sorry,
I know the one you're talking about. I can't remember what it was called.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I'm fucking telling you guys. I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not being racist too.
With,
It's just
with
our
Daffy thrown out.
When somebody says I'm not trying to be racist and then follows with the comment, I'm not trying to be racist, but black people. Oh, here we go. Let me bleep
No.
this out. No.
Lawless.
We all know
Lawless.
Oh, was it lawless? No, we're no,
Lawless,
it's all good.
great.
No, it's all good. It's all everybody voted you're the racist in the group. It's all good.
Yeah.
Kane's the Asian one, and I'm the good-looking one. Listen, everybody. I'm glad everybody's healthy. If you die, let us know so we could, plan a memoriam. We could prop you up in somewhere and do a live show with you there. Just let us know.
Lawless was a good movie though. Just wanted to.
I haven't seen it. Is that the one with who's the other guys? Who is it? Witwicky? Is Witwicky
Tom
in there?
Hardy and Shia LaBeouf. Yes.
Yeah, no, it's Witwicky. eBay user 111 whatever the fuck. Yeah, I still need to check it out. It's on Netflix, I think, right? I don't know. Who knows? Yeah. So speaking of health problems, Rob Zombie has been having to defend his new movie that's coming out soon, right, Kane?
Yeah.
So here's the
On
thing.
Disney Plus.
Could one of you? I can't really pull it up since I'm recording. I'm doing the screen record. Could one of you guys pull up? Maybe Kane with the his M1 chip computer. Maybe you could pull up the Munsters trailer.
Yeah.
I want to check it out. I want to get your. Have you guys had Jason? Have you checked out the
No.
trailer? Okay, so here we'll get actual. So here's the thing. I love the Munsters. The Munsters was a staple in my childhood. I love the comedy was great. I thought the mom was pretty hot. And I wanted to be like that one kid who slept in a drawer or whatever. Eddie Munster.
Finger bone. Just
Yeah.
want a finger boner.
What? Who? The mom? Okay, the mom. Okay, great. Okay. Yeah. So listen, it's no secret for me, anyways, that I it's a hit or miss for me for Rob Zombie with his movies. But a lot of people hold him really high up as this like master of horror. You know what I'm saying? He's like the best thing ever and all that stuff. When really he may have maybe one or two good movies. He really loves the Munsters. He has a bunch of that replicas in his house. His house is really cool. I'll give him that. His house has I think he has like a whole separate house like just for all his stuff. And he's a fan of that show. So basically, they gave him little to no money, told him to go shoot this movie, and they're just going to release it on Netflix. So it's never. I thought it was going to come out in theaters, to be honest with you. But yeah, whenever you're ready with that trailer, I'm stretching as much as I can.
But yeah, he's a huge fan. Dragula, that's a Monsters reference.
Yeah. No, I actually
their car.
prefer his brother more than Power Man 5000.
Spider.
Yeah, is that Spider Zombie?
Spider Zombie.
Spider Zombies is his name. So yeah, I'm
You
curious.
guys got that?
I see
uh,
it. Oh, do I have to click on it? Oh, there
Yeah.
we go. I don't hear any sound. Just a heads up. Oh, is the sound muted on your end?
Yeah, he didn't
No.
turn it up. Okay, it's still muted.
I don't know how to get the sound going here.
Do I have to do anything?
Go into the volume part of YouTube. I think no, it's not muted. Okay.
Yeah. Do I have to
You suck, Kane.
I do.
All right, Jason. I think Jason was able to do it because on my end, the only option I have is to mute this window, but I don't have an option to. Let's see. So, all right. I mean, just by looking at it, it looks like a Disney Channel presentation. I mean, look at it. Like, I mean, come on. It does not really look good, man. I'll be honest with you.
Someone did this
Well,
trailer with
I'm gonna
they
try
did it
it.
in black and white,
Okay.
and it looks better.
Okay.
But
I mean, look at it. It looks. I'm sorry. It doesn't even look like a Rob Zombie movie.
Can you hear mine?
Where are you at?
Yes, no.
Yeah, we can hear it. Let me go and close this one out. Sorry, Kane. We have kick yours one out.
It's all right.
Can you hurry the fuck up?
Kane. Well, Kane has to close his window. All right, go ahead. Go with yours. Isn't this exciting? All right. Wait, where's it at? I don't see it. You have it on another screen, dude. You have to pull up the actual. Yeah. Well, I only see a web browser.
Jesus.
What's
fucking
going on?
Christ.
God damn it!
Hold on.
I don't want to. Don't reveal any of your sensitive information. He's like revealing like bank statements, bank information.
And I can't see Jason. Is it? It's the CPU. It's too much, using too much power.
Hold on. You saw Kane.
What? you
Hold on.
suck. I mean, I guess I could do it. I may have maybe I may be able to.
I got it.
God
There
damn
it is.
it. Hey, full screen it. Hope your computer doesn't blow up.
The director of House of a Thousand Corpses, Halloween. and the
Even that sounds cheap. But
brings you the greatest
House
love
of a
I think it's him actually doing it.
is it?
Oh my god.
Because the brain of a super genius transplanted into the body of a perfect physical
Disney
specimen.
Channel.
I want a man that makes my blood run cold. A man that every time he enters my crypt,
Oh.
it's like a stake through my dead black heart.
I could whip the upper humpy down in the lab.
She would not get work if her husband wasn't Rob Zombie.
Yo, is that who I think it is? Is that?
Okay.
Jackie Earl Haley.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. That's who it looks like to me. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what.
What exactly do you want?
Is Herman Munster in there? I knew the moment I laid eyes on you that you were special. I understand if you don't feel the same. I'm just a regular gal living a boring, normal life.
If there's one thing I know, is that the rest of the world melted away.
Sounds like Weird Al.
It seems Miss Lily is truly in love.
Oh, come on, you know and I know that we gotta get rid of that bozo Herman Munster. Greetings from Transylvania. That's a strange way of saying hello.
Oh, I guess we're gonna have to get used to it.
I'm like involuntarily shaking my head. Like
My jaw is literally on the. All right, close that window out. So before your computer, I can hear your computer like the fans on the computer like. Thoughts, comments, concerns. I have a lot of concerns for
yeah. Oh yeah.
Jason. Okay, for the person I haven't actually fully seen the trailer. Okay, I saw a couple seconds of it and I stopped. Jason, what'd you think, man?
What the fuck did I watch?
I feel like I'm watching a early 2000s, late 1999, early 2000s Disney film. Like
Why couldn't you finish the trailer?
I just
Painful.
It's so I love that show and I feel like it just got butchered. It literally looks like the Disney Channel movie. And you have all this hype behind it, all this Rob Zombie fans, and it just does not look like a Rob Zombie movie. It doesn't. Kane, what do you think, man? Are you concerned about this?
Yeah, I mean, I personally was an Addams Family guy. I was never
You
a Monsters
son of a
person, but,
Do
but
you need a Kleenex? Do you need a Kleenex? Do you need a tissue?
Yes.
Because I need one.
Yeah.
That was fucking horrible.
For
it was. But I mean, I still have respect for the Monsters, and that was awful. I mean, it like you said, it looks like a Disney Channel movie, and yeah, Herman sounds like Weird Al, and Lily, like, I'm sorry, but Cherry Moon Zombie does not have, like, she can't deliver the class of Lily Munster, and
You should have got Will Smith.
yeah.
Who
It
would
just
win in a
like-
fight? The Addams Family or the Munsters?
Well, you got Frankenstein, obviously. Well, Eddie, you got Herman.
Yeah.
I mean, the Addams Family has the butler guy. I forgot his name.
And they got the hand that
Blur.
walks around and jerks everybody off.
It literally jerks everybody off. Ming, listen.
But yeah.
You have a hand that lives with you for all these years, and eventually you're gonna start getting freaky with some stuff.
And then
Yeah.
not only that, you got that walking nutsack walking around. Whole thing.
Good lord. See, Rob that sounds like a Rob Zombie movie. That sounds like a Rob Zombie
Yeah.
movie, not this fucking Disney bullshit that we're getting. Listen,
Yeah,
I'm very surprised that I thought it was coming out in
My
theaters.
balls are speaking.
I'm like they're not really gonna release that in theaters, are they? And I guess it's always been a Netflix thing. I guess
Yeah.
so. I might end up checking it out just because it's on Netflix and stuff like that. I don't know.
Well, I heard this was financed by basically the straight to video branch of.
What's that?
Universal or whatever.
What's that famous company that does all those like wannabe like a copy of like what's Asylum? Is
The
it
Asylum?
The Asylum?
Yeah.
My God, it looks like an Asylum like movie, like
The
a
day the
production.
Earth stopped.
It was not the company that Kane tried to apply for.
Yeah, yeah.
Not yet. not A24.
Yeah. So,
Did-
yeah, go ahead.
Did oh, so I think this is coming out at the same time as the Wednesday TV show.
Oh,
Netflix
that's
series
probably
that Tim
hopefully that's
Burton is
better.
spearheading.
That's probably gonna be a bit better. I think.
Yeah, but I don't know. What was I gonna say? I
I'm
completely
scared.
forgot.
What was the name
yeah,
of that Harry? What was the name of that Harry nutsack in the?
What's up? What's up with you and nutsacks? He's like, what's up? That's what I have in my mind.
The Harry nutsack that
It.
was
Cousin-
what's it
Cousin
called?
It.
Cousin it, yeah, cousin it.
Doesn't it?
Like literally, like sometimes I hear my nutsack go.
It's been haunting me since I was a little kid. It's yeah.
Did you ever see the
Nutsack.
Monsters reboot that Brian Fuller tried to-
Jerry O'Connell,
Yeah.
Eddie Izzard.
Izzard?
I did. I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was.
Yeah.
It didn't go anywhere, right? Or it wasn't picked up or something.
Yeah, I think it was.
But I thought I actually like the look of that. And it was a TV show, and that didn't cost a lot of money, and it still looked better than this. And that TV show caught the magic of the Munsters. This one just feels like a stupid, like a 15-year-old wrote the script for this one. And it's gonna be. I know for a fact that it's gonna piss off a lot of people, and a lot of Rob Zombie people, fans are gonna stand behind it no matter what. Whether it's shitty, whether it sucks, they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, it was great, man. His best one so far. His masterpiece."
just like how he stands behind his wife. Wife's
She
acting.
doesn't have to be in every one of your movies, bro. You know, like come on now. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. It's coming out October. We're gonna stream it live here. We don't give a shit about copyright. Come get us, Rob Zombie. You could be a guest. You could be a guest on our show. We got plenty of space. One of us is probably gonna die soon, anyways. We need a replacement, Jason. Jason's. No. Rob Zombie. We'll see what happens. I know he's in the chat right now. He's like,
And he's going,
yeah. So, yeah, man. So Kane, what's going on your end, man? I hope you're employed, right? I hope you finally got a job. you better give me some good news, man. What's going on? What's going on that side? Because you keep applying for all this stuff. You know,
You
like
got a job.
what'd you say? Did you say a bum? Kane, is
A
is that true?
Job
Is
as
that
a
true?
bum.
Oh yeah, I've been a bum my entire life.
How's it going? How's the field over there in Jersey? How's the job
In
market over there?
Jersey.
Yeah.
In Jersey.
I had a job
Gee.
offer last week, and I turned it down because the
Oh!
schedule was horrible.
Well,
And
where at?
And his dick was too big.
That's what it was.
Yes.
That's actually what it was.
Yes,
What
Yeah.
what were you
I
gonna?
showed them at the interview.
What was it?
It was a hotel. Hotel.
You went to the hotel
And it
room
was-
and you flopped it out, and you're like, "Whoa, that's too much."
Yes.
He
Yeah.
banged it on the table.
You're like,
This
you are
is how I
on
get the
call.
job. So, you are on
What
call.
were you gonna be doing at the hotel? Were you gonna be like a maid or like what's going on? Just checking people in? Or are you gonna be like the was it the front desk or some shit or what?
with your
It was-
dress?
It was like a banquet setup kind of deal, which seemed cool. But then they were like, you could come in at 6:30 in the morning, or you could come in at 6 o'clock at night. We don't know. You won't know
Oh,
until the week before.
yeah,
Yeah, it was very irregular, and
Yeah.
yeah. Initially, I accepted it because it was a job, but then I was like, you know what, I can't work with that.
So you
with
told him to
kids.
suck. You told him to suck your dick and just fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I said. I actually wrote it out to them. And
Exact
sent
words.
it in a,
Exact
in a
words.
letter.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
wait, you wrote it to him like a 2-week notice, but you didn't put it like a 2-week notice type thing, or I don't know. I mean,
He
you
sent
wrote
him
it
a
out.
text. He sent him a text
Oh.
message.
I sent them a calligraphy letter.
A
written letter.
braille, like a braille. 2 weeks
Right.
notice.
They had to figure it out.
Did you get these ideas from Johnny Depp and how they caught his text and all that,
Yeah.
saying nasty things about Amber Heard? I mean, Heard.
King was hanging out with Paul Bettany, and they were
was.
talking about doing stuff to people's corpses. Yeah, but yeah, man. Well, good luck, Kane. Hopefully,
Thank
just take whatever, man. Gas
Interview
stations
tomorrow.
gas stations are high. Oh, for what?
I'll talk about it later.
Well, okay. No, I got you, man. Wait, why are you blinking with both of your eyes? Oh, Kane's having an attack. Call the fucking hospital. Oh, here we go. Fucking A. No, I got you. Good luck with all that, man. Jason, good luck
Well,
with
I
your
won't
job.
jinx it. We'll talk about it later.
Oh, okay, cool, man. Cool. It better Rob Zombie's assistant. The Munsters.
Series.
Sherry.
My job.
Sherry's acting coach.
Sherry Moon Zombie's assistant. No, I don't know.
Good luck with my
I don't know. It was random. Jason, good luck with your job. I don't know. Are you trying to get multiple jobs and shit like that?
You have the same fucking job. Good luck with my job.
Yeah, good luck. No. Seriously, good luck with our jobs. Literally,
Good luck,
I don't
Frank.
think. I don't think we. Our job could literally disappear any second. So that's we
You
are
guys getting
well.
weekend hours?
No. They cut that off as
There's
they,
not enough work.
they cut that off as soon as they execute. Sorry.
Excuse me.
They got rid of half the workforce. Yeah, they were thinking about getting rid of it anyways because we were only assigning maybe 1 or 2 cars on a Saturday. It was like a waste of
You had
time
like
anyway.
3 people working.
Yeah, I was always there because the overtime is good, so yeah, it's nice not working Saturday, but literally our job is like it's not looking good, man. So I'm probably gonna have to be working that bank. I'm actually gonna take that job you turned down. So hey, you know that
Come all the way over here.
you know that asshole that turned you down? I could do it. I could do that job. No goddamn problem. But yeah. So I went to Seattle, guys. I went to Washington State.
Drink some coffee.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I
catch the fish at that market?
I saw them catch the fish, and then
Oh.
I went to the very first Starbucks. And the one thing, it's a beautiful city. It's all tons of dude, lots of homeless. But if you need to take a piss, it is the worst fucking city to be in because everything is they don't unless I went to the Target and they're like, oh sorry, the only available restroom is actually outside and around a corner at another store. So that I had
Really?
I'm admitting to a crime here, and I'll probably be going to jail here. I took a piss in an alleyway. I'm sorry.
Oh my
I
God.
had to.
I am
Son of a bitch.
calling Seattle police right now.
Literally, yeah, I was, yeah, yeah, I was like, oh god, it's coming out, and thankfully I just had to take a piss. I can only imagine. So I was like, oh, there's an alleyway, and I'm just kind of like, I took a piss behind a dumpster. I'm like, I'm sorry, I feel so bad. I hate doing this. And literally any cop could be pulling, whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh god, what are you doing?
Was it during the day?
Yeah, it was totally during the day.
Oh.
Yeah, it's nice.
I can see it. I can see it. A cop pulling up Seattle, and he can be like, "Holy crap! There's some brown in this town."
Yeah, who allowed this guy in here? Who allowed
Where your
this?
ass come from?
Yeah.
Go back to the stuff,
Yeah.
you son of a bitch.
Well, look what we got here, a Mexican. Shoot him!
Give him the hat and the sombrero. Like,
Sir,
yeah.
put your weapon down. Put your weapon down as I'm holding my junk. Put your weapon down. I'm sorry, my penis is. Oh God, I'm sorry. But yeah, if you go to Seattle, if you need to pee for any reason,
Bring a bottle.
Bring a bottle or pee behind an alleyway. So beautiful state. Lots of it's cold there.
Seattle's nice.
Seattle's nice.
Seattle's
I really like that. We went to the beach, and I was like, all right. I brought, I was like, oh, it's gonna be a sunny day at the beach. All right. It looked like the fucking movie The Mist. The fuck. I felt like I was in a Stephen King novel. It was no sun. It was fucking freezing. I was like, I was in the beach. I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. I was not expecting that, but the food was good. I think I had chips and fish,
Oh, no,
fish and all that stuff. Yeah.
I was there at night, passing through on the way to Thailand. Back when I worked at Walmart, when I took my vacation around that time, and it was nice, and yeah, it's hard to find a bathroom. There are at night there are drug addicts everywhere. I remember a cop was like, two bicycle cops were like, I was asking advice for something, and they straight told me, yeah, don't go down that street though, unless you want to be bothered by a bunch of drug addicts. And I literally had to find a place that would literally let me use the restroom, a bar. And they saw the desperate look in my face, and I said, I need to use a restroom, please.
Yeah.
And
we
they
went
let
to a
me in.
bar.
I took a nice fat shit in that place.
You're like,
So
good,
it's-
congratulations. Here you go, bar. This is my present to you. Is this massive gift. Seattle, other than that, the Space Needle's nice. It's like, well, how much is it to go up there and do all this stuff? $50. I'm like, no, I'm good. I can see it from here. I can see it from here just fine. I'm not paying $50 to go up to a goddamn restaurant or
You
whatever.
see a lot of tech bros.
Yeah, they're Amazon. Amazon literally owns like several blocks in Seattle, and Amazon actually has their own restaurants there too. So it's literally everybody everybody was walking around with badges, Amazon badges or whatever. And those guys are getting paid a shit ton of money, and they probably could afford those nice, apartments or whatever. But it's really cool. But here's the thing. I'm like, cool, all right. Why is it not almost 10 p.m. and the fucking sun is still up? I was like, what is happening? How do people sleep here? What is going on? Yeah, it was very strange because here in Arizona, I don't know about New Jersey. You don't have sun in New Jersey, but in Arizona, it's like what, 7:30. The sun's essentially gone. In Washington State, it's still up. It's so like I can't wrap my head.
Late here.
Oh yeah, what time? Like what time does it go down? Like 10?
I don't even know, but like 9:00 here,
Oh,
the
shit.
sun is still up.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Yeah, sounds about
it's
sounds about
crazy.
right, man. Jesus, no wonder all your health problems. Fucking A.
Yeah.
It's actually the sun's fault. No. Did you only go to Seattle, Jason, or did you go? Oh, because you only stopped there, right? You didn't have any time to fucking fuck around or whatever. Because I went
No, I
I
did.
went to the market and all that. That nice the famous market or whatever.
I didn't get a chance when I stopped there. It was 9 hours, and it was at night.
Mhm.
And then I took the Sky Train or whatever into the city,
Mhm.
hung out, then went back to the airport to grab my flight to
Mhm.
to finish off to Bangkok, and I think I even slept at a park because I had
You were
nowhere
like
else to go.
You're like a bum, the
Oh,
fucking bum. You're what you basically got accepted into the community, the homeless community.
Pretty much.
Well, right there's the market, you know, where those guys throw the fish and it's popular and all that. Literally,
By the port,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Literally down in front of them, down a set of steps, right down beneath them is an alley of just people's gum attached to the chewed gum attached to the wall. I don't know if you went to that or not, Jason. I was like, is this where fucking COVID started? Literally, people's saliva and gum are literally on this wall. And apparently, it was a bunch of tourists were there. I was like, okay, if you see my profile pic on Facebook, I'm blowing the bubble. I'm basically getting ready to, you know, put it on the wall. And I was like,
It was gum that you pulled off the wall, right?
yeah. I was like, I was like, oh my God, I want it everywhere. Yeah, it was. That's the one I only went there because my older sister lives in Seattle area. And that's the only reason I was like, she's like, you want to go check out this tourist attraction? I'm like, okay. I didn't see what the big deal was. It's just people's gum and people take pictures and you put
Did
your
it
gum
smell
on
like
there.
gum?
It smelled
And
smelled minty. Smelled very minty.
Yeah.
It was dripping down off the gum.
It was like I was like, come on. Why? Got to go to Twin Peaks or where they filmed it. Got take a picture in the nice waterfall. It's a very small town. It's only old people and married people that live there. You don't see a lot of single people there. Essentially, you leave the town, get married, and then move back. Essentially, that's just you don't see. There's like the single seat is is like non-existent essentially. But I guess that's just a small town, you know. But yeah, it was really good. I hope I could go back. My next stop is gonna be New Jersey. You're gonna move in with Kay, and you ready?
Yeah.
You ready for me? Somebody has to be your caretaker now, you sick bastard. I'm gonna be pushing Kane around in a fucking wheelchair. You're gonna see me.
I'm just gonna be like,
yeah. You're gonna be like that for some reason. I have to.
I'm 43 years old.
I have to clean the drool off your fucking face and shit like that. So stupid. Yeah, man. So that was fun. But here's the thing, guys. Iguana Max, and you know how we talk nonstop. How it shaped our lives and shit like that. And we know. Do you guys hear about the grid? The grid that is it's famous in Mesa, where I'm located. And Jason sort of. So obviously during it's an arcade bar / drinking environment and all that stuff.
I worked there.
Yeah, you were the waitress. So they are in trouble, and it's very common for a lot of places that because a lot of these they closed during COVID for extended period of
They
time.
were in trouble before.
Yeah, they were.
Doing great.
So, well, here's the thing: we got there. They have a Kickstarter, man, or a Fun or Indiegogo or whatever the hell. Is this something you guys would donate to, though? Is this something you guys are all about, or is it a lost cause?
No, lost cause. Fuck
Oh,
that.
here we go, negativity. No, Kane.
I mean, I have part of my heart is in the grid.
No wonder you're having heart problems. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I don't know. I hope they can make it. I'll say that.
Same. No, listen.
I hope they.
Yeah.
It's not a bad place. I was just joking.
No,
Kinda.
it's good. I keep forgetting that it's right by my house, but
You son of a bitch.
that's why they're going out of business.
And it's by a massage too.
Of course, he would know. Kane. Okay, so Kane, explain your. So Kane, you worked there for a brief time. You were a cook, right? So is that why my macaroni cheese tasted a little funny? Was that really cheese?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kane.
And then they
cheese.
also tried to get that show. Didn't they try to get that on like bar show
Bar
or
Rescue.
whatever?
Oh, they were thinking about Bar Rescue.
Well,
for a
here's the
while.
thing: a couple of restaurants that Bar Rescue came to Phoenix. They come to Phoenix quite a few times, ended up like closing or something, like almost not too long after the rescue. And I don't know how much of a difference that would be for,
Well,
you know.
there were a couple things I learned about Bar Rescue while I was there. They Bar Rescue takes part of the money that the bar makes.
Oh, seriously?
That's part of
gangsters.
their deal. Yeah, that's part of their deal. They're like, we renovate your bar, we're gonna take some of your, the profit you make.
Oh
So
shit!
that
I
was
didn't know
one
that.
thing.
I thought they were doing the kindness of their own heart. They were doing the kind gesture.
I know. And he looks like a gangster too. He cusses a lot. He's like,
Oh,
he's
the
also
the
like,
main guy, right? Yeah, the main guy was.
Tapper,
He's always yelling, and he definitely looks Italian. He's like, give me, he comes in. He actually goes to every bar he's rescued and like does what the Italians and collects protection money or breaks their fucking.
He's like, and the menu. You're missing something. We don't want Mexican food. You want Italiano.
You want
We
Italian? Goddamn Russians. Goddamn Russians. All right, so
But
yeah, go ahead.
They were. I remember they were. They wanted to. I'm sure that they do this with every bar. They want to interview all the employees because they want to get a feel for everyone's personality, so they know how to make the focus
Create
of the
drama.
show.
Create drama.
So know how to create drama. Know who the drama queens are.
Because I've never seen a bar rescue show where it's like everybody's happy. It's a smooth show. No, literally somebody gets yelled at, somebody's yelling, people go up against each other, and by the end, and then what I don't like. I like what he does, and see, I didn't know about that. He took a percentage, typical of Russian or whatever. He renames the bar for you, like you have no say. Yeah. He basically kicks you out for a day or two or whatever. He fucking does everything his way, and then unveils the fucking new look and the new name, and you basically have to like it. After months afterwards, these people were like, "Yeah, I didn't like it."
It's funny.
Yeah,
I really.
Where they changed the name back.
Yeah,
I'm just waiting for him to like just for once to say, "Hey, Kitchen Nightmares, thank you for the idea."
Fucking Kitchen
Yeah.
I'll never forget that Gordon Ramsay's first ever walkout was at what's her name's cat was you know what I'm talking about, right? His first he's never walked out on a restaurant ever, and it was the one in Arizona. It was that
Scottsdale was it by Shea 14?
Something like that. Yeah, it was in Scottsdale, and he literally walked out. He's like, I've never done this before. This is it's a lost cause, and he's never done that before. And of course, it's fucking Arizona. Of course, leave it up to Arizonans to fuck everything up, and have this angry British guy walk out on them. Yeah, go ahead.
I have a buddy that went to that bakery. I forgot what the
Tammy's Bakery
the name of the,
or
Tammy's or Tiffany's or
Bukaki. Yeah.
Bukaki's Bakery.
But
yeah, it was
good.
That would get business, I bet. But I had a couple friends who went there after it aired, which was the reason why anyone went there after the show aired, because obviously they were struggling, and they were totally playing it cool. They were just like, "Oh, we're just coming in here to eat a cupcake or whatever," and then I guess the owner walked up to him and he was like, "I know why you guys are here." Like, huh? And he's like, "Yeah, you saw us on TV. I know
what your fucking plan is. I know exactly what you're doing."
And they totally tried to play it off like, no, we're just here. We've never heard of you guys before. And he's just
nothing.
Like, no, I know.
Nothing is more disappointing than going to a restaurant that's been so hyped up and it being the complete opposite. An example, Filiberto's. Listen, no, yeah, man. So what else did you learn from being a you cook? You were the cook guy, right?
Cook.
Nice.
Cook kitchen guy.
Yeah, Band-Aids.
Pubes in his food.
Yeah. He's like, dropped his. I could totally see it. Now, did you enjoy that? I mean, is that something? I mean, obviously, you could put that as a experience for being a cook over in New Jersey. You could do that. You could be a cook. What are you doing?
I did watch Kane cook when I had him make I think he made me something once. I did watch him had to go back there and cook.
Did it taste funny?
No, but he did suck at cooking though. I could tell he was just like,
Holy
he,
shit!
He didn't have the passion.
All
He
right,
just
Gordon
threw-
Ramsay, you,
he
do me a favor and walk out really quick.
But,
Yeah.
you could see him in the back, and he's just like, fuck the shit. He just
Yeah.
straight threw the meat in the
You know,
fryer.
sorry,
He
Ken.
didn't give a shit.
I could tell
He
you
hated
were
that job.
sorry, man. Your whole heart wasn't into this, man. I could totally tell. This macaroni and cheese sucked ass. Listen. I'll be honest with you. I don't go to a bar and expect the food to be like fucking grade A or whatever. I expect
And that's-
yeah, that's exactly what this place
I
is.
think that was the problem. That was the problem there. The time I was there, they were trying to do a little too much with the menu. And,
They did.
It was like
the
it-
menu
it
was like
a
90
massive
pages.
menu.
I got so confused. It's just like this package. By the end of it, I'm like, I don't know what to order. There's 90 beers to order from, and I don't know. I'm just confused. But
It was definitely quantity. I think quantity over quality,
Yeah.
and there were a few things on the menu that were like a lot better than other things, and there were like the regular customer favorites. But I remember like
Like the
before
Pew Pizza.
What's that?
Like the Pew Pizza.
Pew Pizza, yeah. That
It's our
was our
specialty.
customer favorite.
it's our specialty.
But only when I made it.
Yeah,
but-
that's weird.
to Frank.
and the Nutsack Ninja fries.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, it was it was I think what it came down to is that people go to a bar, they expect maybe a burger, but mostly fries and tater tots, and
Yeah.
especially a place like that, it's just like stuff that you snack on. You get drunk, you play video games, and you snack on tater tots, So they were trying to do more stuff than that, and I think
Nah,
since then they've eliminated all
they
of that
have,
stuff,
yeah.
which is what we
The menu
which is what we
shrunk.
said
Yeah.
they should do.
Yeah, the
And those
menu
tots
shrunk.
did look like
Here
those
we
tots
go.
did-
He's still he's pissed off about his Pew Pizza, his burger, and the tots.
those tots didn't look like shriveled nut sacks in a basket.
I love
Yeah.
how he's like, those tots that I had 2 years ago sucked ass.
It literally like, I mean, I remember like I would look at those tots and look at my nuts and be like, these are identical.
Yeah, could I have an order of nuts, tots, tot nuts? It's a tongue twister. Oh, you know what? If you,
Totsticles.
Totsticles. Can I have an order of Totsticles? Extra large, please. Thank you. And more pubes, extra pubes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys,
Please.
in all seriousness, putting Totsticles aside, hairy Totsticles. If anybody's interested, it's the Grid in Mesa. There's a Indiegogo. I think it's indiegogo.com/Totsticles. If you want to donate any money, if you want to, to help it, because I think they're almost there. Everybody's kind of, coming together. If we would have had that for Iguana Max, that would have been awesome.
Would've been-
I would have
and-
fucking gave my whole. I would have donated for sure.
Donated sperm. The Grid
Yes.
has butthole burgers too, by the way. So go there for those too.
Butthole burgers.
Do you like
Donate.
butthole
Bring those
burgers?
butthole burgers back.
Do you donate? Do you donate butthole burgers? Do you like butthole burgers? Then the Grid is the right place to come.
Throw your nickels down that butthole.
Right, conveniently located right next to a masseuse place where you could hear him chat. I think they're trapped in there, right? Aren't they like trapped or some shit?
Yeah, I'm
Good
pretty
thing
sure
about
they are.
Iguana Max.
Didn't you hear him? Didn't you hear him like at night or some shit?
I'm pretty sure the metal screen door locked from the outside. So,
Holy
yeah.
shit, man! That's crazy. Did they ever come? Did they ever come to the Grid?
Not once.
They
Not
they
when I
weren't
was there.
allowed. They weren't released to the until they pay. They have to pay off the they those people who bring them over to this country and they have to pay off what they owe them or else they can't get released or whatever. But everywhere, I'm pretty sure Jason has like a map of all these masseuse places. He has like a comprehensive map that he pulls out. It's like, all right, where do I want to go? I never gone into one of those. I've always been curious. I just want a massage. I just want a massage. I don't want any of that hanky panky grab ass shit. I just here for a massage. I don't want them to get the wrong idea if I show up at 3 a.m. wanting a massage. Okay, that's all I want. Yeah. Do they have that in Jersey? They have to have that in. I'm pretty sure that's the capital of the fucking world. They have to, right?
I haven't. Not that I've been looking, but I haven't seen one Asian massage place.
I mean, literally, Kane, you have long hair. Go and work there.
Yeah, I'll just open my. Yeah, I don't have a job. I'll just open my own
Totsticles.
Asian massage.
Frank, it's not
Totsticles.
Frank, not
Kane's
Frank.
Totsticles.
Whatever. Yeah,
We
Kane.
do look like each other. You're right. Yeah, I can see the confusion.
So yeah. Anyways, Kane, it's okay. It's only a hand job. I'd let you give me one.
That's a
Yeah.
or a bro
yeah.
job. It's not gay. Let's not make it weird.
Yeah.
It's just a bro job. We always had to turn. It's not a gay
Friends
thing.
helping friends.
Yeah, relieve some stress, whatever. It's all good. So, all right, man. So, Speaking of hand jobs, what's going on at San Diego Comic-Con? We got some good stuff out of there.
Speaking of hand jobs.
Speaking of getting hand jobs late at night at 3 a.m., San Diego Comic-Con. So what's going on, man? I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen any of the trailers. The only trailer I think I've seen, I know, the only trailer I think I've seen was the Clerks, or the panel was the Clerks 3 panel. I think that's the only thing.
3.
Yeah.
I didn't see
Wow. Yeah, I saw it.
It's pretty cool to see everybody back together, but I'm hoping it's good. Yeah, I'm hoping it's good.
I'm gonna see the first screening of it over here.
Oh, I saw that. You're gonna go. Is it gonna be at the
for the first
Quickie
screening.
Mart or whatever it's called? Because didn't he bought it out, right? Or he bought it and opened a theater right next to it, or
on a space next to it.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
They're doing it at the Count Basie Theater over in Red Bank,
And he's gonna be there and all that shit. Cool.
Yeah, and we have, I think, nosebleed seats. I don't know where it is. I don't know what the theater looks like, but
there you go.
We're pretty much going to be at the first screening ever. So
yeah, I'll catch it on IMAX. It's all good. So we'll get a review. Listen, as much as I like Kevin Smith, he filmed this movie in 20 days or some shit, really quick. And coming off of the reboot that he just did, I don't know how I feel about all this, because the reboot was pretty painful. I have it. I found it at the Walmart bin for $6.
Oh God.
Not even a year after it came out. I'm like, oh wow, okay, this isn't good. What was that?
It's treated like trash already.
It was, and it had some good moments and had a lot of celebrity cameos, but at the end of the day, it was kind of a really weak, wannabe.
It was bad.
It was pretty bad. Yeah.
It basically is now treated at the Walmart bin like a fucking $1 burger at McDonald's.
Pretty much, and that's why I'm a little. I'll probably wait for Kane to. When is it coming out? October, November, tomorrow?
I think September is when the screening is that I'm going
okay,
to.
Yeah, we'll get you on here.
He's going
and
on tour with it.
Oh, okay, he'll. I think they're already. Yeah,
I'll go find Kevin Smith. I'll get him on here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go.
John Wick looks good.
Yeah. John Wick. I got pushed back for a year, but I think is it coming out this year, next
I
year,
didn't
or
see
whatever? Well, originally it was supposed to come out this year, and then it got pushed back, and all that. A bunch of movies got pushed back. But yeah, so Clerks 3. We'll see what happens. Anything else, Cade? What else came out of San Diego Comic-Con?
I'm trying to remember what they Dungeons and Dragons. They showed the trailer for that.
I'm really glad they're giving Chris. I was gonna say Chris Pratt. Fuck that guy. Starfucker. I'm really glad they're giving Chris or whatever his name is. Right.
Another franchise.
Yeah. I'm glad because he hasn't. I feel like he's kind of been underutilized ever since Star Trek. He hasn't really like done much. He was doing the streaming stuff for a bit too. He dropped a couple movies, but it looks fun because it's the same team that did Vacation, like the updated Vacation one. So hopefully, and those guys are fans of the D&D and not
John Francis Daly, who was in
exactly
Freaks and
with Freaks and Geeks. I didn't want to go that route because I was probably the only one who fucking knew about that, but I'm glad you know that. Yeah, you're right. So not to be confused with the masterpiece that came out in 2000 Dungeons and Dragons with one of the Wayans brothers. Right, Jordan. I was gonna say Jordan Peele.
Theater.
Jordan Peele was not in Dungeons
Peele.
and Dragons.
I would see a Jordan Peele Dungeons and Dragons.
Absolutely, dude. Have you seen Nope?
No.
Nope.
Not yet.
Have you seen
Hopefully
it?
soon, though.
I'm gonna see it. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm pretty excited. I'm excited that they brought that one guy back, that bad guy that's been in all the '90s movies, and then what's his name?
Yeah.
That with the gravelly voice. Yeah. He's the bad guy that nobody could remember his name, but then he disappeared for the longest time, and then of course leave it up to Jordan Peele to fucking bring him back. I'm just happy to see him. I'm excited. I think I'm more excited for that than anything.
Yeah. Michael Wincott.
There you go. He was like that. He was like he was essentially the main bad guy in the 90s. And then it was the other guy as well. It was Zed, the guy who played Zed in Pulp Fiction. You know, I'm talking about that one guy. He was the other guy who was like the bad guy in all the movies. But yeah, let's go see.
And Michael Ironside.
Yeah. And Michael Ironside. Let's go see Nope together. Live stream. Yeah, I hope so. But yeah, Shazam, Black Adam, D&D, John Wick, the MC, they basically laid out the phase 5, 6, 7. They laid out
5 and 6?
Yeah, or something like that, because we're getting Avengers, and they got the director of Shang-Chi who's going to be helming that. I guess no more Russo brothers. I guess they're done. Even though
Netflix movies now.
Yeah, is that what they're doing now?
Yeah, they did that Gray Man movie that just came out with Ryan Gosling and
that
Chris Evans.
Yeah. Ryan Gosling, am I right, guys? So dreamy. Listen, I can't. I mean, the Russo brothers are good. I liked when they did They started off in TV. They did a lot of like what's that famous Jason Bateman and all those guys, Arrested Development. There you go. They did a lot of that, and they did a lot of Community. So they're like really they're known for that. So I guess they're good directors. I guess they're a good fit for the Avengers. But you know, they can't be directing fucking Avengers forever. I guess so. You know, we got to go with somebody like David Lynch. They should have given Avengers. No, but yeah. So I'm excited. Did Blade officially get thrown in there? Have you heard anything?
It did. Yeah.
Are they bringing back Wesley Snipes? I mean, what's going on?
It's Mahershala. Mahershi's Kisses. Ollie.
I'm excited. But you can't deny the charm of the first one, dude. The first one was just so badass, man. I mean, not a lot of movies could open.
I love the second one too.
The second was pretty good. I mean, the Del Toro, right?
Yeah.
What, you didn't like the third one with what's his name? With that one guy, the comedian. I'm blanking on his name.
Oswalt?
Yeah. No, the other guy.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, there you go. That guy. Patton Oswalt. What the fuck? I guess you're right. I guess he's a comedian. And Jessica Biel. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll never forget. I mean, not a lot of Hollywood movies could open up with Tracy Lords taking a person to a club?
Blood.
Yeah.
Blood rave.
It was and it literally the sprinkler started shooting out blood. And then you got you got Blade, and I'll never forget that whole he does that. It's just I think it was just a perfect role for that. And then that's it. I think he did a couple movies after that, and then we didn't really. I guess he went to jail. I keep forgetting he went to jail for a while. I think you can't. I think you can't make movies while you're in jail. My bad. Sorry.
What?
Yeah.
Green screen. Anything is possible.
Yeah,
man.
dude. They could fucking work something out, man. Prey. Oh, dude. Yeah, Prey.
Oh, wait,
I'm actually. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say one more thing. MCU. They announced a new Daredevil series too.
Is I mean,
Daredevil.
Are they bringing everybody back? What's his name still? Charlie Cox still gonna be it?
They only.
Daredevil will be in She-Hulk.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, they showed a trailer for She-Hulk and Daredevil,
Which
made an appearance.
it looks so weird, man. It's gonna be. I'm gonna check it out, but it's just gonna be such a weird adjustment seeing this. I don't know. We'll see. We'll check it out.
But yeah, Daredevil. It's called Daredevil Born Again, which is a Frank Miller storyline.
Okay.
Or run of comics, but. Yeah, they only said Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio. They're the only people they mentioned by name. So I don't know. Like, I heard this whole thing about how everything that happened in the Daredevil Netflix show doesn't quite line up with the MCU. So this could be like Daredevil. I don't know. It's like soft reboot, maybe. I don't know how much they're going to change. I don't know if it's going to be like him in a totally different multiverse, but
possible.
Yeah, it's because I think like stuff with Vincent D'Onofrio in Hawkeye didn't quite line up with the timeline of the Netflix series. So yeah, we'll see.
Am I the only one?
It should be cool.
Am I the only one that didn't notice that Hawkeye was deaf or had hearing aids?
I didn't notice.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I mean, only when they pointed it out, but I was like, has he always been like
yeah.
that, or?
When in the Hawkeye one, I was like, wait, what the fuck? When did this start? Was he like this in the Avengers? Because I don't remember. Because he had hearing aids, and I was like, what the hell? I had no idea. I was like, all right, well, that's a thing I never really noticed. Do I have to go back and watch all 19 Avenger movies to see it or whatever? But I mean, listen, the MCU keeps growing and growing and growing, and the DC universe keeps going
shrinking and going in every direction.
That talk about missed opportunities and mismanagements, and we got The Rock coming, with was it? It's not Shazam, right? What the fuck was
Black Adam?
Black Adam, and then you got Shazam, and then you got
and they didn't even talk about the Flash or Batgirl or anything.
That was not mentioned. Crazy. Why not? What? Where is it? Where is it? Did they get him, or what's going on? Is he still on the run?
I have no idea.
Are they? What's going on with Ezra Miller, man? I mean, did they raid his farm with those the victims or whatever?
He can't snatch the Flash. He's
man. Yeah. Well, we got him. The speed force is too strong with this one.
But they could have brought Michael Keaton in for a.
Nah, I think
panel,
I'm pissed about that, man. I was more excited about Michael Keaton, and now it's tainted, man. It's tainted. Yeah. Prey. I am very excited for this. I like the cool take on this. It's on Hulu, right? Or it's going to be on Hulu.
So we're not going to get the Flash movie now?
We are. It's coming on streaming. It's going to come on streaming. We're not going to get that big theater, we're not going to see it in theater or whatever, which kind of sucks. They could easily replace Ezra Miller digitally with whatever that guy's name is, Brian Austin Green or whatever his name is.
Brian Austin Green,
Augustine or whatever.
Seth Green.
Seth Green, yeah. That guy. Zack Snyder did it with Tig. He replaced her or replaced the other guy with her, and all he really had to do is get her for a couple days in front of a green screen, and then that's all he needed, and inserted her into the whole movie. So I mean, it's possible. I don't understand why. Insert Tig. Zack Snyder. I'm excited for Zack Snyder's movie. He's currently filming, almost done with his new superhero movie. I don't know what it is. It's for Netflix or something like that. It's for Hulu or whatever. Never been a big fan of Hulu. Maybe because I don't want to pay for the no ads option, and the ads kind of screw everything up and kind of turns a 42-minute TV series into a whole hour. And I'm like, no, this is really stupid.
Do you have that volume problem where the show is really quiet and
the
ads are loud as shit?
I was like, what the heck, man? It scares me, especially when I fall asleep and then to a show it's like, blah, what the oh god, why? So Prey, I'm excited. It's coming out soon, right? We gotta watch it. Jason, you got Hulu?
Next month, beginning of next month.
I got it.
I got it, aka I'm gonna torrent it. Listen, yeah, we'll watch that. Let's talk, let's get it out of the way, man. Ricky O, we're winding this podcast down. Let's get it out of the way, man. Ricky O, The Story of Ricky, one of the greatest action movies of all time. Category 3. That's the rating system over there in South Korea or whatever, Hong Kong. It's essentially their version of an like a triple X rating or some shit like that.
Oh,
yeah. So Jason, y'all look alike. Kane, what do you think of it? You haven't watched it. Apparently, it's taking you 5 months to finish this. It's an epic, with an epic running time of 91 minutes. I don't blame you, dude. I
watched all of Stranger Things, but I still haven't
you watched
finished
it. You could easily finish that two and a half hour season finale, no problem. But Ricky oh god. Okay, so what you've seen, what do you think, man?
I enjoy it very much. It's totally crazy and nonsensical. I feel like it's almost like it really feels like part of a bigger story. Like I feel like, I mean, I know it's based on a manga or whatever, but I feel like it's part of a bigger story where I'm like, I don't know, I feel like I'm like right in the middle of something, not quite.
Because you open up, you basically open up with this guy going to jail. And then it doesn't waste any time to become ultra violent, and then it just kind of keeps going and going and going until the very end. And it's one of the most violent movies I've ever seen. And they waste no time using prosthetics or makeup or whatever, with people getting their limbs chopped off or impaled with stuff. But the main guy has been in other stuff, right? Was he in?
He was in the Ip Man movies.
Yeah. There you go. He played.
He looks like Carl Urban. He
played Ricky O.
He played Ricky O. Yeah, he looks like Asian Carl Urban. But yeah, no, it's crazy. Like you were saying, the prosthetics and people getting their faces sliced off and guts ripped out,
decapitations,
punched right through the jaw, like out the mouth, and. Yeah, it was like...
It's like a Jap anime brought to life.
Yeah, it's but in Hong Kong, which is the same shit.
Yeah, and there's other stuff. It's like the not the warden, but the assistant warden.
Yeah, the big fucking guy.
Like he keeps mints in his fake eye. Like what? And the warden with his son, played by
my god,
man, and I'm like, is he supposed to be a full-grown man, or is he actually supposed to be a kid, or I don't know. It's like a lot of the Hong Kong movies. I just watch them and they're goofy, and I'm like, that's just how they are. And but it's still entertaining as shit. People are getting sliced and diced and mutilated.
Oh my god,
playing the leaf with like as a flute. What?
You know what? That makes complete sense, man.
Yeah,
it enhances the story. How far? Yeah, so you haven't gotten to the end, and it gets even crazier. Believe it or not. Jason, check it out. Right now we'll wait for you to finish the whole 91-minute movie. We'll wait. We'll stream this too.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Let's wrap this up before Kane passes out. I am very concerned about his health. Kane, stay alive, please. We need you for episode 12. We haven't recorded we haven't banked all your vocabulary. We have to have you go from A to Z so an AI computer could generate vocabulary.
Make sure like you have like a keyboard and record everything. Make sure each button on the keyboard got something that Kane said, even the up and down buttons, left and right.
Yeah.
No. And honestly, Kane, I hope everything. Like I said, I wouldn't say I was. We're kind of going in the same like similar situation, except mine. I'm just being a little bitch according to my doctors. So I guess we're getting old. I guess that's comes with the territory, man. I guess we're getting old. Our bodies aren't functioning like they used to.
You guys are gonna die.
Yeah, it's gonna be the old jerk podcast here soon, and it's gonna mean a whole different thing. It's gonna premiere coming soon. The old jerk podcast on the QAnon Network Plus, $4.99 a month.
The old jerk off.
The $4.99 a month gets you unlimited access to all our plethora of 10 episodes that we have available currently. Hours of content, over 8 hours of content. Freely available with your QAnon Plus subscription. All right, guys. I think that was a solid episode, man. Let's meet up at some point and check in on each other and checking on Kane. I mean, I'm essentially doing this podcast, checking in on Kane. Yeah, I'm essentially doing this podcast so I could check in on Kane and make sure he's not dead. Yeah. All right, guys.
He'll be dead.
Okay, here we go, Jason. You leave it to Jason to make everything morbid. No. Yeah, let's get out of here, guys. Everybody wave. R.I.P. 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 The Old Jerks podcast. Have a good one, guys. Bye.